Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are setting up the spreads for our September bullet journals by diving right into our watercolors. I'm using the Prima Watercolor Classics palette, but any green, brown, and blue colors will work. You can even water down some gouache for this setup. I'm blending these three colors to create different shades and tones of green. I've lightly sketched a few overlapping olive branches in the left 14 box wide margin. The branch furthest into the background, which also happens to be the biggest branch, will have these varying shades of green throughout its leaves. As I paint the branch, you'll notice that I switch up the tone of the green between every leaf. I'm using a similar technique to the one I used when painting my August bullet journal setup, to create more interest within the art, not necessarily make it more realistic. I'm focusing darker color toward the base of the leaves where they meet the stem. I'm also carrying a thin vein down the center of each leaf. I'm aiming for a blended look to the leaf, so I'm not introducing much texture with the paint. Now I'm going in with my Finetec Gold watercolor paint for the smaller olive branches layered atop the base green olive branch. I love the opacity of this paint. I learned a tip ages ago from Jenny Journals to lightly soak the paint in water for at least 10 minutes. This really helps with opacity and malleability of the paint. Moving on to the monthly calendar, I'm using that gold paint to fill in the header for the days of the week. I love how reflective this paint is. Then I'm going in with my 08 fine liner for the horizontal lines of the calendar. leaving the calendar with absolutely no vertical lines. I used that same fine liner for the monthly title, and then a 05 fine liner for the days of the week on that gold strip and the numbers on the calendar. Each unfinished day box on this calendar is 5 boxes wide by 5 boxes tall. You can see I completely misplaced the WED for Wednesday, but just watch how opaque this gold paint is when I paint over my mistake, and then I'll rewrite it with the correct spacing. We are now nearly halfway through this video, which means it's time for a snack break. If you're new here, welcome. I enjoy including a snack recipe in each of these bullet journaling videos. If you'd like to keep on with the journaling, the timestamps are in the description box. Today's snack is a Super Seed breakfast bran muffin. Some of the key ingredients are pepitas, shredded coconut, oat bran, and ground flaxseed. These muffins are sweetened with honey and dates, and the complete recipe is linked in the description box. I love these hearty muffins as a breakfast side along with a few eggs, or even as a quick snack between meals. They're great as a grab-and-go snack when running errands too. Continuing with my weekly spreads, I've divided each page in half both vertically and horizontally, and then gave each rectangle a 1-box margin around it so that I have 4 rectangles that are 12 boxes wide and 17 boxes tall. Since that leaves me with 8 rectangles over 2 pages and there are only 7 days in a week, I'm using that 8th rectangle for a tasks list. I carried over that gold header from the monthly calendar page for my days of the week. I also didn't include any vertical lines in my weekly spreads. I painted a small olive branch doodle in the bottom left corner of each daily rectangle. To differentiate the tasks list from the daily rectangles, I did not use any gold or illustrations, just a bold monoline font. Since these weekly spreads are so simple, I'm toying with the idea of adding another horizontal line 3 boxes up from the bottom of each rectangle that would house my evening meal and any daily events. Now, having that separation would make it easier to find that particular information and maybe help me feel a little more organized in this flexible layout. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Leave a branch emoji in the comments. Let me know what you're drawn to for your September spreads too. Thank you so much again, and I will see you next time.